Okay, so first of all, we are finally having the Jones Cola Cream Soda that, I guess it was Quincy on the Rollgate group that recommended it. And then the old classic Cool Ranch Doritos. Drop out of jump here at the Brindle system. Now,
I'm going to go to Napa.
yes, you are going to need to set a course for Brindle. So I don't need a roll, but you can take a mark for Nav Helm as well as astrogation. Okay. It is now day 37, August 21st in the game. So we just dropped out, and I need to know what everybody has been studying or training this week. And wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Hera, Bardak, that combat sure sucks with a -3, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It'd really suck if you had to use a lot of combat sometime soon and you still had that -3.
Yeah, I'll do combat. I want to get it to at least a 0.
Okay,
I'm a
so
bastard.
let's start with Bardak then. So give me that 1d6.
4.
4. Hera, what did you study this week for training?
I'll do combat too.
Okay, so let's say that the two of you said enough is enough. Let's go and work on some combat together. So you can roll the 1d6 for how many marks you earn.
2.
2. We'll give you a +1 on that because you were training together. So go ahead and add 3 marks and give yourself a 0 in combat.
Shouldn't, since they were training together, shouldn't Bardock get an extra one?
Yeah, that probably makes sense. So yeah, add yourself.
So does that mean I get a +1?
Oh, sure. You must be a natural. Unless maybe one of these guys helped you to train and taught you some stuff.
Most likely. Alright. I trained my back suit.
That's a good idea.
Okay. All right. 1d6.
Two.
Oh, okay. Take the 2 marks. Yeah, you did say you spent a lot of time watching TV with Boxo, so that explains why you only got 2 marks this week. And then Bosk.
So since I have explosives and unarmed combat, can I still get to do 2 until I get one of them to a +1?
No, let's put you back on 1 like everybody else now.
I'm gonna do unarmed combat.
Okay.
6.
Ooh, yeah.
So now I'm at +1.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so tell you what, we will say that you guys were training with Bosk during the week.
Yeah.
And that's why you managed to accelerate your combat skills so quickly. So, we will say that Bosk properly set the course, and you guys are approaching Brindle Megaplex Starport. We'll also say that it's now around 1 p.m., 1 in the afternoon. Okay, you guys are probably getting hungry for lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
Poxo and Vril are hanging out on the bridge for the approach to the starport, okay? As you get close to the station, you see the proof of how technologically advanced Brindle is. To look at this station, they are clearly more advanced than Dala. Poxo is oohing and awing over everything that you are looking at. He looks like this tops everything he's seen so far. He's watching the screens at Comtech, leaned against the wall next to the corridor door like he might fall over if not supported. Vril stands next to Baronix, his new buddy, at ship sensors watching the screens, his face stone and impossible to read. Now, this is what you all see. Whoops, wrong hangout, there we go. This is what you all see, but this time, you guys don't have Jex to explain anything to you like he did on Dala. And yeah, it's slow, but it's getting there. There it is.
Doulos Corp Christopher picture.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. So you guys are approaching this station, and here's another view of it.
Struck matter.
So, a show that Tara and I love, Dark Matter. Joseph Malazzi, one of the executive producers and showrunners, has recently been. It was canceled before they could finish the show. He's actually been posting some concept art and stuff that would have been used in the next season if they'd continued. And I loved it so much I wanted to do something with it. So I thought, hey, you know what? It'll be the Brindle Megaplex. So this is the amazingly complex station that you are now approaching.
Brindle Station, this is the FT 7118 requesting permission to dock.
After a moment, the reply comes in. DFT 7118, this is Brindle Megaplex. DFT 7118, this is Brindle Megaplex Control Tower 6. Approach denied.
Oh,
Brindle is under quarantine procedures. Move out to the holding line at 300 kilometers and await further instructions.
quarantine, huh?
Uh-oh.
My sensors show that a lot of ships are orbiting the planet at 300 kilometers.
Well, I think we should probably move out.
Yeah.
Maybe we could also offer, Hera, if you're interested, that you're a medic, maybe you could help.
I was gonna suggest something like that.
Should we ask before we move to, or maybe we should start
Yeah.
moving
Oh, sorry, Eric.
first? That's okay.
Well, I'd probably get back on there, Brindle Megaplex, DFT 7118. What is the quarantine, and is there a possibility that maybe we could render some assistance?
DFT 718, Brindle Megaplex Control Tower 6. No further information is available at this time and no further help is needed. Please move out to the holding line at 300 kilometers and await further instructions.
Can I throw a bomb at them? No! that would be a bad choice.
Let's set a course for 300 kilometers.
Do I roll for it?
No, but you can go ahead and take another nav helm mark.
Yeah. Do you also do pilot mark too?
Oh yeah, sure. That's a good idea. Now, the picture I'm about to share is inaccurate, but it's close enough. I've been looking for an excuse to use this image. Everybody got it?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the berth where you will pull your ship into, and you can see the larger ship in the foreground is headed toward it. And down beneath you see a line of ships. So to me this was a decent enough way to visualize that, yeah, there's like a line of ships orbiting the planet. Sensors would be able to tell you how many there are if you guys were interested in that sort of thing. But what they're doing is they are orbiting. Now, your orbit of the planet at 300 kilometers is taking about 80 minutes to go all the way around. Thank you, NASA.gov, for all of the information I used to design this. And what you're noticing is that every so often, there are 5 or 6 of these berths, and I'm off my script, so I hope I don't mess this up. And once in a while, you'll see somebody break off from this orbit line and go into one of those berths. And you're seeing this happen, I mean, it couldn't be any more than 1 in an hour, maybe, that they are letting one ship in at a time, basically. Wow. Blowing up my audio.
Is there any way we can listen in on the communications going in and out?
Bang! I was hoping somebody would think to do that. Well, you notice there's a lot of traffic on the, you know how Jacks like to listen to the rumors and all that, just listen to the radio traffic? You listen to the radio traffic. Do I need a roll on this? Let me see.
Like the trucker CV.
That's in my notes. It says if someone thinks to listen in on the trucker channel, they'll hear that the. So yes, I actually did not make this a roll, but you hear all of this chatter that both the planet and the megaplex are on quarantine lockdown. No one in or out. An investigation is going on. Word is, it will probably be several days that you guys are going to be in this holding line. And then here's my notes. Yeah. You hear them describing what's happening turn by turn. Whoever is closest when one of those bays opens for the next person is then guided into what appears to be microbial inspection and onboard and served, outside of the ship and all that. And that's when directed to do so, of course. So not only do you have to wait your turn, but if you just passed the ship and they open the door, you just missed it. So it takes quite some time to process each ship that enters. And yeah, if they don't call off this quarantine, they all agree that it's probably going to be several days.
Oh,
Okay.
well, we're stuck here.
I think we should wait.
Could I do research on the weapon stores they have on there?
I also think I wonder if we should make some plans for when we get there about what are the things we want to do.
I'm gonna look at the weapon stores to get something there.
Something come after a beat.
Not mine.
It was at the comm station.
Oh.